Time goes by so fast. I'm now 39, and there are so many things I've learned that I wish I could go back and tell my 20 years old self. Insight is a wonderful thing, and I'm going to share all in this video and start living more intentionally. I group them into 5 areas of life that you can personally relate to, which are personal, career, health, relationship, and professional growth. But before we dive deep into it, please, if you like our video, kindly give us a thumbs up. Your like on this video will help YouTube algorithm to more people. Why not? You want to join the family? Kindly hit the subscribe button to get our video each time we post it. Now let's dive into detail. Number 1, not everyone will like you. I was a people pleaser growing up, and it took me a long time to realize this. You could be out there in your workplace, in your club meeting, in your gym center, in your worship center, even in a friend dinner's party. Someone somewhere will just decide that they don't just like you. And most times this is beyond our control, not because of what you did or because of what you said. They just decided they don't just like you. You might notice that what some people like, other people may find putting off, and that's how it is. It took so much pressure off my shoulder realizing this, because I now know that I don't need other people's approval. What you need to do instead is to build relationship with those that like and value you for who you are. Lesson number 2, life is short. Don't waste it on regret. Time is precious, and regret is wasting your precious time. Spend time with those who matters to you the most and on things that you value most. Embrace the change to wake up every day to create, to learn, to love, and just simply live. Regret for me as a personal experience is just a wasted emotion, because you won't see where you are going. When you focus your life on regret, you are like somebody driving a vehicle and putting your focus on the side mirror. You will never see the direction. You never see where you are going. The majority of people are recreating their past through regret, thinking they are living their present. Very many people are living their yesterday today, living their last week this week, living their last month this month, living their last year this year, and even living their last decade this decade, and their life is not getting better. If you are focusing on regret, looking back in my life, there are things that didn't work out in business and relationship. Talking about fake business and people that disappointed me, I had to let go, and my life has never been better. You have to let go and focus on your future if only you want a better life experience. Lesson number 3, life is unfair, and let's face it. You see, sometimes in life, we feel that we are faced with this big game of chance, where you are born, who your family is, and most of the things you did in your early days kind of have a big impact on your life. As you go through life, we might face some really tough time, but I'm very much like you. I hate this unfairness, but what I've learned is to be resilient in an unfair world. Unfortunately, the fact is that bad things also happen to good people, but here's the thing. The word unfairness is really overwhelming. But why not use the opportunity as a motivation to make good use of what you have right now so you can move your life forward? I'm talking about things like learning high income skills, growing yourself as a person, embracing a healthier lifestyle, and showing up for yourself every single day. Because I believe that we are living in one of the best times. We are leveling up the playing field with access to internet and technology, where everyone have more and more opportunity to succeed on a daily basis. It doesn't matter where you start from. Use it as an opportunity to grow yourself. Lesson number 4, you may not always know what you want to do until you grow up. I know this may sound counterintuitive, because majority know what they want to do in their early stage, but I wasn't one of them. For me, it's really unrealistic to expect that we know our life work in our 20s as a magic. Instead, open up yourself to every opportunity and embrace the uncertainty of where life might take you, having fun along the way, because in our 20s, we have rooms to accommodate mistakes and learn along the line. Especially in my 20s, I think that was the best time to experiment, because I have no peace, no obligation, and no bills to pay. It's the best time to start your reinvention process. It is very important to take action on things you find interesting, and when you do, after a long time, when you look back and see where you started, you wonder how far you have come forward in life. Lesson number 5, there are no shortcuts or hack to success. But at the same time, putting in the hard work and consistency may not be enough. I'm sure you must have come across some videos on social media by some gurus who preach overnight success and instant result in an impatient world. You hear them share some stories where they talk about how they make 7 figures in 30 days, 7 figures in 5 days. And this kind of story makes you feel horrible. You always feel like you're behind, because while hard work is essential, it's not enough on its own. A lot of people work tirelessly day in, day out, but they still find obstacles and challenges on their path every single day. And I guarantee you, this is going to feel motivating, but it's important to remember that success is a very complex situation that can only be solved through timing, skills, and lots more. I think the key to success is a lot of time being made up of the ability to be adaptable, because the work is really important to be persistent and determined to push through. It's important to open up yourself to change and pivot whenever you need to, if only you want to succeed. Lesson number 6, everything in life is a result of compounding effort, especially your financial life. Now, if you can't and feel that you are behind on money, especially after you listen to those financial gurus that you see, they talk about how you need to save a percentage of amount of your salary by the time you are 30. But that does not mean that is right for you, because different people have different life situations. But what is important for you to understand is that small but consistent action over a long period of time will have a massive impact on your life. It doesn't actually matter how and when you start, but the reality is that you should start as soon as possible towards taking steps on saving, investing, and spending wisely. By doing these 3 things, you will start creating wealth and create a financial freedom for yourself. Lesson number 7, money doesn't buy happiness, but it buys you freedom to make choices. I realized later in life that the freedom to make choices are priceless. Lesson number 8, it's important to understand that true friends are rare. Now, surround yourself with people who support you unconditionally and expect nothing in return. At the same time, you should also do the same for people who you care about in your life. We live in a world where we are hyper connected with so many people at once on social media. A lot of people you know are probably more like an acquaintances. They are there when things are well. They are there for the good time. They are there for the celebration. But when things turn the other way around, they will disappear. You will not see them again. Those are not like a good friends. True friends are only those that stay with you through thick and thin. Even when you are going through challenges, they are there to support you. And those are the kind of friends you want to keep in your life. Lesson number 9, your body is made up of the food that you eat. Your mind is made up of the content that you consume, and your life is made up of your daily habits. Now, just as the car needs fuel to run, our body needs good food to function correctly. And it's not only our physical body that is influenced by what we eat. Our mind and mental health is being shaped by what we consume, by the kind of content that we consume, by what we read, by what we watch. Now, this micro input that we do every day have capacity to influence our belief. And the daily habit is what makes up our life. Now, whether we choose to exercise regularly, manage our stress, or have a good sleep, this little daily habit shapes our life for the better. And lastly, lesson number 10, don't let your phone take out your most beautiful moment. For me, my most productive and mindful app is turning on the do not disturb, and when I feel it's my most productive hours. I remember when I used to scroll on Facebook or Instagram for hours, but I cannot sit down to read a page of my favorite book. But when I choose to adopt the digital minimal lifestyle, I am not having my phone to distract me every single minute, unless I'm using it for something productive or studying with it. I became more intentional on how I use my device. Well, I think technology can be a valuable tool in what you do every single day today. But what I think is best for everyone to do is to set a boundary on what will work for you based on how your life looks like, so that you won't have your phone to distract you from doing important things every single day. These are the 10 life lessons I could share for today. I wish I could go back and tell my 20 years old self. I know you have some life lessons. Kindly share it on the comment section. Until we meet again in our next video. Bye.